Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Mamagazil, and today's topic of this video is Research Explained from Concept to Funding, which comprising of concept, scopes, methods, and funding. So in this particular video, I'll briefly discuss research development, ethics, funding, publications, and global best practices. So let's start. Research and development, the concept and the scope. So, research is all about generating knowledge, and development is about applying that knowledge for real benefits. Every department in any college or university contributes to research in its own way. For example, if we conduct a survey to understand a student's learning difficulties, that activity comes under the category of research. When we use those findings to modify or improve our teaching methods, that becomes development. And many people think research happens only in laboratories, but this is not true. Research can take place in classrooms, in communities, in industries, anywhere. Similarly, research does not require complex experiments in every case. Data analysis, surveys, case studies, theoretical work are equally valid research methods. And most importantly, research is not limited to science subjects. Arts, commerce, management, and social sciences, computer sciences all have equal scope and responsibility in research. So every department or every faculty or in any university or college has a role to play in research and development. Now we'll talk about the evolution of research from traditional to modern R&D methods. So research has evolved from individual theory-focused work to collaborative, impact-driven studies. For example, moving from only publishing ideas to working in teams that solve real-life problems. So today, research is judged not only by publications, but also by ethics, social responsibility, and global relevance. Means like how much important and significant your research is, and how much it is benefited towards the entire universe in that way. Now we'll talk about the research ethics, the core principle in current R&D. So first, the very first step in that is originality and avoidance of plagiarism. Basically, when we are talking about this particular point, so ethical research begins with originality, and every researcher must ensure their work is original and not copied from others. Second is proper citation and acknowledgement. See, when we are saying like citing sources, so citing citations or citing sources is not just a rule, it's a sign of academic morality and respect for previous researchers. Third, honesty in data collection and reporting. So, data should be collected and reported honestly. Manipulating or fabricating data harms society and science. Fourth, informed consent and respect for participants. When you are doing that kind of a research where there is an involvement of people, their consent and privacy must be respected. Ethical approval is essential. The last, accountability and responsibility in research. Researchers are responsible for the impact of their work on society, institution, and future studies also. So these are the four things which means like have to focus when somebody wants to start their research. And these are the major pillars of your research work that should be followed accordingly. Now, research fundings, which are the key perspectives. So the very first is government funding agencies. See, government funding agencies or government supports research to promote innovation, development, and national growth. and these funds are available for all disciplines. Second, institutional research grants. Colleges and universities provide internal grants that help both faculty and students begin research and receive proper guidance. Third, industry and consultancy projects. Industry-based research focuses on real-life problems. For example, in the MBA department, consultancy projects help organizations improve marketing, operations, or financial planning by applying classroom knowledge to real business solutions. And this last is collaborative and interdisciplinary funding, which is very important and which is highly powerful these days. Because funding agencies now prefer teamwork across departments and institutions because complex problems needs multiple perspectives. For example, addressing a climate change, which requires a collaboration between scientists, engineers, economists, and social scientists. Now we'll talk about the major research funding agencies by discipline. When we are talking about science and technology, so agencies like DST, SERB, CSIR, DBT support research in science, materials, environment, and technology. Medical and health sciences, ICMR, funds research related to medicine, nutrition, and public health. Social sciences and humanities, ICSSR, supports research in education, economics, sociology, psychology, history, and policy studies. Higher educations, which covers all streams, like UGC, supports research across all disciplines and encourages faculty and students' participation. Industry and society. Industries like MSMEs, startups, NGOs support applied and community-based research that directly benefits societies. So these are the particular funding agencies. According to your own discipline, you can apply and write a proposal, submit there, and get the funding. Because once your research is funded, its quality and impact are measured through publications and citations. So here we'll talk about publications and research impact. So research publications. See, publications are the foundation of research visibility. Publishing in index journals like Scopus, Web of Science, UGC Care ensures quality and recognition. Research profiles on Google Scholar, ResearchGate, ORCID, these profiles help track publications and impact. And finally, the real value of research lies in its impact, not just academic impact through citations, but also societal impact, where research helps policy making, industry, and society. Then we'll talk about publication, which is the backbone of academic career growth. So publications are the backbone of academic career growth because they help establish academic recognition, improve eligibility for research fundings, and enhance institutional reputation. For students, publication can begin through project-based research, case studies, and faculty-student collaborative papers, which strengthen research skills and academic confidence. Now we'll talk about citations. Citations are the verification and impact of your research. So a publication has the real value only when others read it, trust it, and cite it. And publication is not only the end of your research. Research becomes meaningful when others use our work. And what are citations in that? Your research uh, is being used by other researchers, or we can say like when other researchers refers to our work, it is called citation. Citations shows that research is being used. And why citations matters? Because citations shows three things. Our research is useful, our work is credible, and our contribution is recognized beyond our institution, means globally. So citations are important for promotions, funding, and research visibility. Higher citations indicate higher research impact. And then the societal relevance of the research. See, the true value of research lies in its relevance to society. Impactful research addresses local problems and benefits communities. Research focused on sustainability, health, education, and empowerment supports national and global development. So, research should not remain limited to publications alone, but also should solve real world problems. And now, the global best practices in research. So, global best practices in research ensures that it is ethical, reliable, and useful worldwide. So, these are the following pillars. The very first one is following fair data principle, which means findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable, which means the research will be reproducible and transparency builds trust. Avoid predatory journals, which protects research quality. If you are publishing your papers in reputed and index journals like that, it will protect your research quality also. And continual learning keeps researchers updated and globally competitive when you are attending conferences, presenting papers, FDPs, workshops, and trainings, etc. So, to conclude, research is important for learning and growth. And today's research should be ethical, collaborative, and useful to society. Faculty and students can build a strong research culture so that this is the collective effort of all the departments and faculty members in any college or university. So, to initiate meaningful research in their respective disciplines, which strengthen the institution also. With this, I would like to say thanks. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel, like and share. Bye for now.